The New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Eagles 34-17. They win their first game on Thursday Night Football since 2015. And they didn't just beat the Eagles, they dominated them, and they made them quit. Got a lot to talk about on this post-game winning show. But if you're hyped up about the Giants win over the Eagles, 34-17, hit that thumbs up icon right now. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Oh my goodness. A victory post-game show. Damn, does it feel good. And it feels even better, and it may be a stretch to say this after 3 games. Giants fans, you have a quarterback. And you have a quarterback that could potentially be your franchise quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years. Jaxson Dart goes out there without Malik Neighbors, without Darius Slayton, and he dominates the Philadelphia Eagles with Wan'Dale Robinson, Lil Jordan Humphrey, and Jalen Hyatt, and made play after play after play. What I was so impressed about with Jaxson Dart, outside of his ability to buy time behind the line of scrimmage, make plays with his legs to throw the ball downfield, was how money he was and this offense was on third downs. The New York Giants won this game in large part because of the way that they were able to move the chains on third downs. The New York Giants were 11-16 on third downs. The Philadelphia Eagles were 1 of 9. Jaxson Dart gets a lot of credit for that. The Giants' defense gets a lot of credit for that. But the Giants' offensive line and Cam Skataboo deserve a lot of credit as well. Cam Skataboo ran over Zach Bond over and over and over on Thursday night. He ran over Cooper DeJean. He ran over Reed Blankenship. Cam Skataboo made the Eagles' defense quit. He made them tap out. 19 carries, 98 yards, not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns for the rookie. A hat trick for Cam Skataboo, including 5.2 yards per carry. The New York Giants played smash-mouth football today, led by Skattebo, led by this offensive line, led by Jaxson Dart with his legs. Stop taking so many hits, Jaxson. You're a really good quarterback. You've impressed all of us. Take care of yourself. I hate seeing you go in the blue medical tent. Second time in 3 games. Limit the hits. Because the worst thing you can do to this team is not be in the ball game at this point. Your future's there, boys and girls. Jaxson Dart and Cam Skataboo, the backfield of the future. Culture changers. I think we put a video and a short out earlier this week or after the win against the Chargers saying that Cam Skataboo and Jaxson Dart are changing the culture for the New York Giants. I think Wan'Dale Robinson played his tail off. One of the better games that I've seen him play as well. That play where Jaxson Dart buys time, rolls to his right, finds Wan'Dale Robinson on the sideline, tight ropes that sideline, gets in the end zone. That's big time stuff. Lord Jordan Humphrey, he deserves a lot of credit as well. Jaxson Dart and him clearly have a strong rapport. He trusted him time and time again when coverage was tight. He threw 89, right? Is he wearing 89? I think he is. Caught the football. Dropped a touchdown. Giants still scored. This is the guy you called up from the practice squad, and he made big play after big play after big play. I know the stats don't look great. 3 catches for 17 yards. Jalen Hyatt had a good game as well. Drew a pass interference in the end zone. The Giants turned into a touchdown. A lot of people to be excited about. The offensive line played great. Theo Johnson had a couple of nice catches as well. There was one where he ran like a corner route or a deep out on the right side. Jaxson Dart puts it on the money. Another time he didn't get his head around. Another time he dropped the football. He made some plays, though. Jaxson Dart was able to get the ball to his playmakers in spots that he can make plays. I know he only threw for 195 yards, but he completed 17 to 25 passes, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles, didn't put the ball in harm's way, moved the chains, and gave his team a chance to win. That's all you can ask for a quarterback. Tack on 58 more rushing yards, another rushing TD. I think that was the first touchdown of the game. The Jaxson Dart touchdown, ran it in for 20 yards from 20 yards out. I mean, I don't care how big of a fan you were of him or are of him. We are all surprised by the way he's playing, and we're all thankful that he is the New York Giants quarterback. You ran for 172 yards on the Eagles today. That's the most that they have allowed on the ground this year. Prior to today's game, since Jaxson Dart has started the last 2 games, the New York Giants had the 3rd best rushing offense. You're developing an identity. You're developing a way to win football games. Ground and pound. Run the football. 60 minutes. You better be able to tackle, and you better have competitive stamina, because Cam Skataboo, he's going to run through your face. Ask Philly. Ask Zach Bond. Ask Cooper DeJean. Ask Reed Blankenship. Nobody wanted smoke with Cam Skataboo today. He was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We got to talk about this defense coming up in a second, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We crossed over 89,000 subscribers today. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Sub for Giants dubs. And if you are subscribed, give me a real one down below. Got to talk about this defense. Thought Kayvon played great. Thought Brian Burns played great. Cordell Flott had an interception. Wow, I mean, this is a huge game for this team, man. This feels like a game where you might have turned the page and turned the corner. You beat a good Chargers team. You beat a good Eagles team. Cordell Flott with an interception that he takes all the way back to inside the 20-yard line. He jumped that route. He made a hell of a play. It was a game-changing play. Brian Burns was amazing. 7 tackles for Brian Burns today. 2 tackles for loss. I mean, what more can you ask of from Brian Burns? He's playing like a defensive player of the year. He's putting an all-pro season together. 2 more sacks today. I believe he has 7 sacks on the season. That's one of the highest numbers in the National Football League. That's why you pay $150 million. That's why you give up a 2nd-round pick. Brian Spider-Man Burns, he's the real effing deal. Kayvon Thibodeau didn't have a sack today. I thought it was his best game of the season. I'll have to go back and watch the tape and see what it was. But all 3 of his tackles were considered negative plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's categorized as a stop. He had 3 of those. A stop is a tackle that results in a negative play for the offense. Kayvon Thibodeau, he had 3 today. Was Dane Belton the one that punched it out? Dane Belton punches the ball out on the Eagles' backup running back while Saquon Barkley was watching on the sideline, thinking about his documentary that just went out on Amazon Prime last night when his team was down 17 in the 4th quarter. Saquon didn't want smoke anymore. 12 carries, 58 yards. His first 2 carries, he had 30 yards. So that means he had 28 yards on his next 10 carries, right? That's math. 2.8 yards per carry outside of the first 2 runs. Nice game, Saquon. Cool documentary, though, that you put out on Netflix and whatever you put it out on. I won't watch it. Watch your ass get beat on Thursday Night Football tonight. I think I said during the week, you got to make Jalen Hurts beat you. He could not. I may have thrown for 283. Didn't matter. 17 points. Threw an interception. Didn't matter. Giants defense. Man, the Giants defense finally stepped up. Got a huge stop before halftime as well. That was massive. I mean, Tyler Nubin, 6 tackles today. Paulson Adebo got flagged a couple of times. Got to tighten that up. Dane Belton was good. I thought Bobby Okereke was good. I mean, even Abdul Carter, nothing's really going to show up in the stat sheet. He was getting pressure. He was. He was forcing Hurts out of the pocket. He was making him uncomfortable. I thought Dexter Lawrence pushed the pocket well as well. And you got to give Shane Bowen credit. I'm his biggest critic. I don't think he's a great defensive coordinator. But he came up with a game plan today that held the Philadelphia Eagles to 17 points. Credit to Shane Bowen. He deserves it. I think there was meat left on the bone, but hey, I'll take a 34-17 win any day of the week. Giants are looked at as a get-right game across the NFL. Chargers thought that, though, and they lost. The Eagles thought that, and they lost. Should have beat the Saints. Should be 3-3 right now. You're not. You're 2-4. Is what it is. Keep the good vibes rolling. Let's start stacking these wins, man. Jaxson frickin' Dart. Jaxson frickin' Dart, man. He is a playmaker. He's a gamer. And he found a way under the bright lights to make plays. Good on third down. Took care of the football. Extended plays. Used his legs as a weapon. He brings a culture to this team that we haven't had in a while, man. Him and Cam Skataboo. Proud to be a Giants fan today. Proud to be a Giants fan. We've witnessed a lot of losses. We've witnessed a lot of lows. This is why you do it. This is why you watch the Giants get beat up year after year after year. So when the Giants do win a game like this, and they do turn that page, they do start a new chapter, and they start to go and win football games, it's that much sweeter when you were there for the entire time. Proud to be a Giant. Proud of this football team. Brian Dable, you deserve it, man. You deserve it, Dave. You had your team ready to go. Offensive line played their butts off today. The receivers that need to step up, they stepped up. What's most important about this win today is how you won the game, the style you won the game. You dominated the Philadelphia Eagles. You dominated them. Second half shutout. You pitched a second half shutout. Shane Bowen, you get a game ball. You get a game ball today, Shane Bowen. I'm proud of this team. Carry this over. Don't let this be a one-off. Stack these dubs. Man, it feels good. Feels good. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG @MarshallGreen_. Let's go, Giants.